Hey, I just finished a 25K run and I am so stoked, and there's something that I couldn't wait to tell you. So I'm doing this video right here, right now. The quality might not be as good today, my apologies, but there's something important I need to tell you. Firstly, I am so stoked because I had a time goal and I actually hit under that time goal, and I'm doing a marathon in 2 weeks and I have a goal for that marathon, and after today I know that I can do it. So that is super exciting for me. So here's what I got to share with you. And I want to share a personal story because I know we can all relate to these kinds of stories and it can be very helpful. So, and please watch to the end because it is important. And leave a comment. I would love to hear your stories as well as maybe your struggles. So words are powerful, as we all know. I started my running journey as a road runner, and when I started running, I was actually quite slow, and I really had a hard time even just finishing the marathons. And then I got into ultra running, and I was often chasing cutoffs, which is not a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling, you guys. It's so hard when you feel like, oh, am I gonna make it? And I always made it, but it was like this awful feeling. And now I don't chase cutoffs at all. There's the odd time that it happens because anything can happen during a race, and races aren't always perfect. But I'm much better. And I used to tell myself that I was so slow, that I sucked at climbing the hills. And then language I used with myself was actually quite negative. I used to be so hard on myself. And what I started doing was telling myself that I was fast. I started flipping the script. I started holding myself capable. And you know what? That was a massive game changer for me. I started thinking, no, I'm going to power up those hills. And I did. And it just made me feel powerful and stronger. And so I invite you to decide to fight for yourself and what you want. Decide to hold yourself capable because you're stronger than you know, and you can do anything you set your mind to. I actually had somebody tell me that I didn't have a runner's body and that there was no way I'd ever run a fast marathon. So in 2 weeks, my goal is to do a 4-hour marathon. That was like unattainable for me before. I sometimes would do a marathon in 5 hours. And if you're watching this and thinking, well, I do a marathon in 5 hours, that's okay. I'm not saying but for me, this has been my goal for a long time, to see if I could push 4 hours. And some people can do 3.5 hours. Everybody's different. And you got to celebrate where you're at. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you can always do more, and you're capable of more than you know. And words are so powerful. So I invite you to use positive words, to hold yourself capable. And you get to decide, nobody else. You get to decide where you want to go with your goals and what you want to achieve. No one can decide that for you. There may be naysayers, but ignore them because you get to decide. Use those words, and use those words wisely. Thanks for watching.